Gotta drink your fluids. I am so freaking tired right now. My daughter is sick, and gee, I wonder why. Oh, and I got a haircut today. Look at that. My noggin looks smaller. I got a smaller noggin now. I think I almost sound a little sicker than I have been the last few days, but I think, honestly, that's because all the junk is making its way out now. Thank God. Physically, I lied. Physically, I feel better. I have a lot more energy, sorta. Granted, because my daughter woke up like 4 times, 5 times last night, something like that, and it's a really terrifying thought if you have kids and you hear in the middle of the night you wake up and it's dark and you're woken up to hear, "Dad, my belly hurts," but they don't throw up. They just kind of like are doing that little thing. You're like, go to the bathroom quick. Five, 4 or 5 times. Finally, after the third time, I told my wife. Actually, I took it back. The fourth time, I told my wife, I've gotten up with her 3 times tonight. I need you to get up with her. I need some sleep before work. And that was like 5 this morning, I think. Poor little girl. She's sick. But anyway, it was bound to happen since her mommy was sick and I'm sick. And whatever. So today, let's see. What did I eat today? Let's account for what I ate publicly because I joined the weight loss competition yesterday at the gym. For breakfast, I had non-fat yogurt with granola and fruit. For lunch, I had an open-faced turkey sandwich with mashed potatoes and gravy made at the deli next door. Yeah, like I said yesterday, I know that some of you guys are going, but there's a lot of carbs in that with the mashed potatoes and stuff, but I'm not cutting out all my carbs. Like, for instance, we had spaghetti for dinner, but it was homemade. And yes, again, there's pasta, but I'm not cutting out all my carbs because I'm still trying to, throughout the fat loss, continue the muscle gain. I worked my ass off since November of 2011 to get the gun show at all times. Hey, don't hate. Haters gonna hate. Anyway, I worked my ass off to get the muscle that I do have, and I'm not gonna lose it. So, I'm as long as I convert the carbs into energy before it is stored and turned to fat. Carbs are not a bad thing. Carbs are only a bad thing if you're sedentary, if you're not moving, or if you're not doing anything to burn those carbs. Today I was lifting, car tire or wheels and stuff because I was doing changing brake pads on my front of my Altima, which turned out not even to need them. So I don't know what that's all about. We're making like a grinding sound, like the brakes needed to be changed. And I was going, wait, my car is like only a little over a year old. How can it need brakes already? It doesn't even have that many miles on it. So, like I expected, when I took the wheels off, there was like 75% of the pad left. So I don't know what that sound is. Something could have gotten in between the rotor. Who knows? Whatever. I'm boring you guys with car talk now. I bore you guys with computer talk and car talk and stuff like that. But before I head to bed, I've been kind of thinking about it for the last couple of days. Was asked, gosh, I don't want to get the username wrong. I think it was Rachel. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I apologize. Between my tech channel and my vlog channel, there's like over 5,000 of your names I'm trying to remember. Let's see. I'm going to name all 5,000 right now. Okay, you ready? Just kidding. But I was asked, where do I see myself in 5 years? And I wasn't thinking so much 5 years from now as much as that thought has been making me wonder, where did I think I would be 5 years ago today? Right? I mean, and we can always say, where are we going to be in the future? Where are we going to be in the future? And we can constantly set ourselves up for failure. We can set goals that are just unrealistic or way too high. But if somebody told me 5 years ago, you're going to be at the same job technically it wasn't the same job because I wasn't working in IT at the time, but it's the same company. But if you're gonna be at the same company, you're gonna have a 4-year-old daughter or a daughter turning 4. You'll be married to the same woman. You'll be surrounded with things you don't need and provided all the things you do need. Security, health insurance, health. You will be 200 and some odd pounds lighter. But you're not going to be rich. You're not going to be famous. You're going to have a mediocre YouTube channel, a couple of them. And overall, you're going to be happy. Now, I would say, hey, can I fast forward to 5 years from now? Because 5 years ago, I was 500 pounds. It was just my wife and I. We were living in a tiny little condo. We had old beat up cars, and I was working at a job that I took because I needed a job, but didn't necessarily like what I was doing. So 5 years ago, I wouldn't have dreamed that I had made as much progress as I have in the 5 years that I've already moved forward. So it really has me wondering, what does the next 5 years have? Am I going to stagnate? Am I going to be at the same job in the same position and the same salary in 5 years? Am I going to have another kid? My wife and I have been talking about that. Is my YouTube channel going to have failed? Am I going to have gained my weight back? These are all things I'm thinking about now. So where do I see myself in 5 years? I have no clue, and that's part of life. You don't know. You can make plans, and all those plans can be broken. I can guarantee you every plan I made in high school for my life has fell through. But I'm not disappointed with where my life has gone. So if I could choose where I would be in 5 years, I would honestly like to have a 100,000 subscriber tech channel, not because of the money that it could bring and not anything to do with the fame, because I've already told you guys how I feel about people watching me. It would be simply because I would like to share the things I do have to say that makes sense when I'm not being a psycho with as many people as possible, both conversations like this or like the kid I was able to help the other day about his relationship problems, and the messages I get from you people all the time, both on the vlog channel as well as the Czech channel. But I tell you what's weird is I don't know where I would want those 100,000 subscribers to be. I don't know if I'd rather have them be on the tech channel or on the vlog channel. I mean, look at Shaytards, right? They've got over 1 million subscribers, and all they do is put a 20-minute video of their daily routine or whatever they do throughout the day online. And look at all the lives they touch just simply by being themselves. So it makes me wonder, do I have that capability? I don't know. I've talked to a lot of YouTubers. I've been very fortunate for being a little guy. I've had access and conversations to a lot of big people, and that's not a boogie pun. But didn't mean it physically in a sense. But I've talked to quite a few large YouTubers, and many of them have said that they've watched my stuff, and some of them feel that there's something about you. There's something there. People will watch as long as you hone yourself and become your potential. They're like, we see the potential. You're not there now, but we see potential in you. So it's cool. So maybe YouTube will turn into something. So far, I've had no expectations for this. So if in 5 years it's still around and I've got 50,000 subs, 100,000 subs, 200, who knows whatever. It's growing. And in the last 2 weeks, it has grown at an incredible rate. I went from making 2 to 3 videos a week, sometimes 4, and gaining 25, 30 subs a day, right? That's really good, I guess, for somebody starting out, right? You look at somebody like Boogie who gets 1,000 a day. Okay, yeah, he's been around. He's been doing this for 4.5 years. He knows what he's doing. But I'm just 6 months into this whole thing, and I was going from 5 a day average to 10 a day and 15, 20, 25, and it just right around 2025, it kind of stayed there. And every now and then I would get some YouTuber friends. I'm friends with quite a few people who've got a large subscriber base. And every now and then they'll come and sub. Or not sub, I take that back. They'll come and comment on a video because they're all subbed. And then I'll get a big spike. I'll get this huge, Boogie coming in on a video once, and I got 179 subscribers that day, right? But this last month, I take that back, this last 2 weeks, my growth has been in the 60s and 70s per day, which is really strange to me because in the last 2 weeks I've been sick and I've made 2 videos. I've only made 2 videos in 2 weeks. That was the computer build video that everyone really liked, and the Battlefield 3 flying video. I thought the build video was really good. I thought the flying video was kind of crap, but that was a filler to put something up because I wanted you guys to know I wasn't dead. So it makes me wonder. Maybe something. Look at that. I'm honestly being Skyped by work at 11:25 p.m. Are you serious? Wow. Work just Skyped me. I'm not answering that. Anyway. Wow. Okay. Sorry, I'm just a little thrown off by that. I was like, why the hell is work Skyping me? And it's not like it's delayed. Based on what he said right now, it's right now. But anyway, gosh, this is running long. I'm sorry, guys. 11 minutes. I don't know how long you guys would watch. I don't know how long you guys actually watch. Do you guys watch all of these vlogs? If you do watch all of these vlogs, use the keyword. What keyword should we have today? Use the keyword. Gosh, I can't even think of a word. Something off the wall, right? Use the keyword mayonnaise. If you guys can put the word mayonnaise somewhere in your comment, I'll know you made it to the end. And that'll tell me who does and doesn't watch to the end, because we're pretty close to the end. But the bottom line is, I think maybe something Boogie told me a while back is he said, look, everything you're doing today is a web that you're laying for the future. You can't do a video today and expect the results today of that video. You need to do videos today and expect the results a month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, something. You're not going to see the results today, so just keep hacking away. And I put out a series of videos over the last month that I think have finally started to pay off. Like a lot of the, the Little Bite of Tech. I'm really liking this series I'm doing, by the way, I call it A Little Bite of Tech. I took Tech Addiction and I kind of let it go because it was taking too long to make and the views just weren't there. And it's been 3 or 4 weeks now. I think 4 weeks now since I've done one, and I think one person asked, "Hey, where's Tech Addiction?" So that kind of told me, okay, that was a good idea, but not now. So I'm doing this Bite of Tech now, where I'm shooting for 5 minutes or less. Tech quickies, but educational, something someone can come back and reference later too, if it's something they need to know. Like the one I just recorded tonight, that's going to be up tomorrow, is proper methods of installing thermal paste on your processor. So it's something that's going to end up in the search results and stuff. But same thing with my, GPU RAM and the, 4 gigs versus 8 gigs versus 16 gigs video. So this stuff is starting to, make it out there into the search engines, and I think it's finally starting to come back. So anyway, it's been 13 and a half minutes. I'm going to get the hell out of here. Where do you guys see yourselves in 5 years? Are you happy now where you are now from where you thought you'd be 5 years ago? If you're not, why not? And what do you need to do differently to make sure the next 5 years you go nowhere but up? Because let's face it, if a guy like me, who's kind of like fumbling through life, can find a way to have just severely increased his quality of life in 5 years, which feels like accidentally, then I know you guys can too. So think about that. Sleep on it. I'll see you guys tomorrow.